Oh my god, hey guys, it's Zayun. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have some Mercy gameplay on Hollywood. This is actually on my third account, which I've dedicated this season to only play Mercy and Moira. Yes, Moira's a disgusting bitch. Yes, we still have to play her. As you guys know, I've been taking a break from streaming, and I've been doing that in order to get good at Overwatch again. You guys have seen me hard stuck Masters for like 1 or 2 years now with like a few moments here and there in GM, but I really miss being consistently top 500. Even though rank in Overwatch doesn't really mean much, I still really care about being good at the game, even if my gameplay isn't the main reason why people watch me. I really care about being good at Mercy, and sometimes I feel like a boosted Mercy main after not being able to consistently stay high SR. Dropping to Diamond, then back to GM, rinse and repeat, the same old cycle. In the current meta and the state of Mercy, if you want to consistently main Mercy at a top 500 level, you have to flex to 1 or 2 other heroes. It is impossible to one-trick Mercy and consistently stay top 500 without a duo or flexing. She doesn't have enough impact on her own. Maybe Arya Rose was right. I've decided to flex a lot more to Brig and Moira this season in order to climb. It takes us really long to push on attack here. I think this res on Genji is really useless, but I end up getting a clutch res to get the point later on. I realized whenever I was streaming, I would barely be focused on the game and mostly be reading chat or complaining. After grinding off stream, I started ult tracking and shot calling again like I used to when I was top 500. Now that I could finally focus on the game, what's happening in the moment, what's going to happen, it's really hard to find and keep a good balance sometimes between reading chat, focusing on the game, not throwing. I've been in a really good mindset off stream as well, playing to genuinely improve my gameplay and not being super hyper focused on the SR gains or losses, but more for just improvement. I feel like I've gone on this journey of getting good again to prove to myself that I can do it, hitting my peak of 45-16 at least one more time. I have a lot of respect for high-ranked players, Overwatch League players, and honestly, anyone who's passionate about being good at a game. I used to enjoy watching Mercy gameplay in the first season of Overwatch League, and being good enough to play in high SR with pros is something that I really miss. I think a big reason why Overwatch has fallen is because people stopped caring about their rank and sweating in their games, which isn't entirely their fault, but I want to encourage people to care and strive to be better in their games. Okay, we've been pushing this point for like 3 minutes. It's a 3v3, they have Rein, Zarya, and Ashe, and we have me, Ashe, and Ball. So I decided to Valk-res our Rein into a 4v3 to win and clutch the point. On another note, I think the biggest yikes we've ever seen is going on in the Overwatch community. Streamers and content creators are being exposed for sexual harassment, being predatory, and using their platform to prey on their fans, and it's all so crazy and really mentally and emotionally exhausting. The only words I really have to say is, I'm sorry to the victims who have been hurt and preyed on. You did not deserve it, or should expect that watching your favorite streamer. I really genuinely hope and pray that these abusers get the help they need and become better people so they don't hurt anyone else. It's a really weird position for me being friends with content creators who have been exposed and seeing who they really are behind the scenes. It's heartbreaking, honestly. I'm sure there are even more silent victims that have their own stories to tell, and my heart goes out to you. It's never who you expect it to be. It's really gross to me for streamers to prey on their audiences and sexually engage with them. Like, it is so fucked up. I swear I need to teach a class about how to keep your dick in your pants. There have also been a lot of sexual misconduct allegations going around the Smash community, which is also really sad to me. That community has been riddled with yikes, and similar events were even going on in my local Smash community, where there were IRL tournaments with kids around 10 years old and old guys in their 30s mixing around, and it's very sad that things like that happen in those spaces. On the other hand, people who are trying to cancel these streamers and content creators and hating on them even more is so unnecessary. They have done the worst of the worst. They're taking a break or a leave and getting help and getting better. Just let them go. There isn't any need for more harassment. They do not deserve to die over the mistakes they've made. We are all human, and we will all make mistakes. Just like my Ashe deciding to not pick me anymore for whatever reason and having me feed. It's okay though, we still capped the point. We have been in the darkest days of the internet. In almost every community it seems, pop culture, Smash, Overwatch, League of Legends, there has been lots of light shed on who content creators really are, through forms of twitlongers, allegations, or just straight up honesty. And in the long run, this is healthy for every community, but with exposing comes a lot of hurt, and right now I think we can all feel the hurt on the internet. For this next part, I just want to talk a bit about my feelings about certain content creators. These are all people who mean a lot to me, and I'm speaking about them today as a fan. I'm sad about Mufin and Blinky, Blinky being one of the very first people I met in the Overwatch community, and one of the very few people I would consider my closest friend. I love them and I want the best for them, and I acknowledge that they have done wrong and abused their platforms and are facing their consequences. Those can both exist and they both have a place. I'm also really happy for them. They're taking time away permanently to become better, get help they need, and live a happier life. Do I wish things could be different and they could stay? Yes, but unfortunately this is a necessary process. I'm really sad about Sky Williams. I love him so much as a content creator, and he's one of the reasons I even started streaming in the first place. I believe he has a good heart and good intentions, but he has done wrong to others by way of allowing abuse to take place in his home, as well as outing names of abusers. I feel like his vision for his big streamer house was to have a big family, and I wish that really could have been the reality. I'm happy for James Charles, happy, thriving, rekindling his friendship with Tati, and having his name cleared from all the past drama, allegations, and watching him today is honestly a cultural reset. I'm really sad about Shane Dawson. He was one of my favorite YouTubers growing up, watching his videos. I'm also really sad about Gabby Hanna. I've always loved her content and I really enjoy her music, and I'm sad to see her go through tons of hate. It really breaks my heart. And the last person I want to talk about today was Wreckful, who is another streamer on Twitch who recently passed away. I didn't watch him at all much, but I did hear about him a lot. He was dealing with a big mental health struggle, which was depression, and the toxic environment of the internet and his chat did not help him fight the battle. These are all people I've looked up to over the years. If you want to know more about them or their stories, I'm sure you can find it somewhere on Twitter, but I also encourage you to sign the fuck off Twitter and the internet when it gets to be too much. Also, we did actually end up winning this game. We did hold them on the second point. I hope that we can all take some time to reflect on our impact as people and where we fit in the grand scheme of things. That's what I've been doing while I'm on my break. As well as becoming a god at Overwatch. Thank you all for listening to my feelings. I just want to vent this out. I appreciate your support and being patient with me on my break. I'll be back to streaming on Twitch when I'm ready to pop off for you guys and some Overwatch again. For the time being, I'll be posting stuff on YouTube. I promise a lot more happier content than this. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.